There are multiple ways to keep in touch with the Wolf Connection podcast. Through our Instagram handle, the Wolf Connection Pod, and for comments and questions, send us an email to podcast@wolfconnection.org with your comments, questions, and guest ideas for Stephen and myself. You may hear your question answered on an upcoming podcast. Thank you for your support, and howls to you all. Welcome to the Wolf Connection podcast. I'm your host, John Kalfa. Let's talk about some molds. On this edition of Wolf Tales, we have another one of our former program participants who is now our program assistant, Edward Amaya. Edward, just give everyone an inside look of how you found out about Wolf Connection, the program, and what it was like to join the program as a participant and be engaged in all those activities.
So the form that I was introduced to Wolf Connection was I was also in a continuation school for my own weird reasons, but I was in a continuation school and they put through the speakers that they have like flyers to go to like a presentation. And at first I was a little apprehensive because I just wanted to get out of school. I'm like, yes, at any chance, I'm good. And so I went to the thing, I hopped onto the van, and we got here. And ever since, it's just smooth sailing for me.
What was it like as a participant going through those 8 weeks? What were some of the things that you found out about yourself that came through that maybe you wouldn't have tapped into if you didn't go to this specific program?
Going into it, I was super closed off. I didn't really talk to anyone or even wanted to. I could probably say now and be confident in saying it. I just didn't want to talk to no one. And so it's an 8-week period, and I noticed progressively through the weeks, I would slowly just start adding little words or little bits and pieces of what my thought process was in between, like the medicine wheel or just the hikes themselves. And I found that I think I'm a very effective emotional speaker, but I just didn't know it at the time. And it unlocked a new thing for me going today too.
What are some of the differences for you now that you're teaching and imparting wisdom and knowledge and leading some of these activities with these students where you used to be?
I think my difference from then to now, mostly that I feel effective, is I can meet the kids where they're at when I meet them. And so when I feel out the crowd, once they get there, I kind of see who it is that I was closest to, like kind of story-wise. And with that, like knowledge, I go in and I try to just feel out what they need and provide it the best I can.
How does that make you feel? Is that, again, it seems like you have this transformation that's happened from closed off and silent to now you seem like your personality really is bubbling to the surface. So are you noticing, is this impacting your personal life or your professional life? Anything different that you've seen now that you're able to tap into those sort of resources that you have?
Honestly, it's been a complete 180 of the whole thing that I used to be at. And I find it something that I have a lot of gratitude towards, being able to speak to, even if I'm not the oldest in the room, I can still get on the same level and like thought process of whoever it is I'm talking to. And it's helped me be able to guide them through what it is that they feel and help them kind of just sit with it and not really oppress it. And I don't know, it's been something that I've been really appreciative since I've gotten here, because it's basically been in everything that I've done, when it comes to work, when it comes to my family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to my just way of speaking. It's just been, everything has been going up and up, and it's been super amazing to feel, and it's been really free.
On the wolf side of it, is there a specific wolf or wolves that have impacted you in some way and taught you a specific lesson that you've carried with you that you continue to learn from as you continue on this journey?
The wolf that really stuck with me ever since program has been the alpha male Kenai. And it's not just because of the title of alpha, but it's basically like I had this whole thing with him then when the 8th week that we went through is the only week that we got to meet him face to face. And it was also the first program that he got to go in a full line with and meet everyone instead of like in patches, so like group off. And I was in the very end. And when he got to me, he kind of just stared at me and closed his eyes and laid his forehead against mine. And we both just apparently, I closed my eyes too, and someone has a picture of it, but I closed my eyes. And once we both opened our eyes, he gave me a big old lick, walked away. And I don't know, just that moment gave me such like empowerment in a way. Because now with the same like perspective, he's also grown into like his position and felt such like grounded presence that it's really reflected onto me, and I've carried that with me ever since, just trying to keep my feet on the ground and my eyes up, look in front of me, and don't let nothing hold me back.
Looking to support Wolf Connection or sponsor one of the wolves in our pack? Just go to wolfconnection.org, click on the donate tab, and find out more information.